Hey guys, okay, welcome to another lecture discussion, whatever you guys are calling these, and the ones where we're trying to understand WeWolf a bit better. Um, in the last one, I gave a task about understanding WeWolf a pig as a commentary on the society. Now, when you talk about the society in general, what are some practices in the society? When you just say WeWolf a pig, okay? View, when we say view, a lot of people like to view into other people's houses, lives, all of that stuff, right? Which can sometimes be accidental, but at times it's very deliberate, which is wrong. Like, say, today we're living in a digital world, right? Hacking is very easily possible, but it is wrong. When we talk about of a pig is usually considered as a disgusting animal. The thing is that using a pig, Hughes is only trying to explain that a pig is also a creature that's alive at the end of the day, that feels. Um, if you start reading through the poem, the pig lay on a barrow dead. It weighed, they said, as much as 3 men. Its eyes closed, pink white eyelashes, its trotters struck straight out. When you're talking about things from that sense, you know, you can see that that's how a lot of, when somebody dies, even a human being dies, they're just dead. Right? It's like, okay, how is this person looking or something like that. That's how we consider human lives to be. And that's also one reality of life, that everyone eventually dies. So stop being so force fixed, I guess, on curating the lives of other people, on trying to interfere, intrude. I myself, I think I've already mentioned this, but I started this platform while I was going through terrible cybersecurity invasion, could not do much about it. A lot of people were also intervening with their own 2 cents of, how my life should be and stuff like that. Some of them were also almost playing that out. I think it affected a lot of different aspects of my life, social life, emotional well-being, all of that stuff, um, career opportunities, all of that stuff. And one stress that obviously I think should be for anyone out there who's dealing with someone like that is that someone who does not understand the meaning of consent. When I say consent, consent is also about somebody's cyberspaces. It's as simple as that. Will not perhaps understand the difference between anything that's right or wrong. Then you can read such weight at, and thick pink bulk, set in death, seemed not just dead, it was less than lifeless. Further off, it was like a sack of wheat. If you read this as a commentary on society, it's talking about our habit of just passing something as something very normal. For example, if there are hacking service provider ads running on Instagram, Meta is perhaps allowing that, I guess, and then it just becomes a very normal practice. There are lots of such practices practiced by a lot of people in the world, which is like, oh no, but this is the way we do it. But the way we do it might be wrong. As simple as that. I thumped it without feeling remorse. One feels guilty insulting the dead, walking on graves, but this pig did not seem to be able to accuse. We have a common thing, right? Don't walk on graves, it's bad. But with certain things, we become so accustomed to those practices in the society that it's like, okay, fine. Like using cuss words, for example, in a lot of situations, it's like, it's okay, a cuss word, it's okay, cuss words, okay. It was too dead, just so much, a poundage of lard and pork, its lost dignity had entirely gone. It was not a figure of fun. Because that's how low we fall, right? Then, in trying to prove a point, trying to prove ourselves right, we don't know how to back off. The dignity of the person that you might be dealing with and yourself both are gone in that situation. Too dead now to pity, to remember its life, then stronghold. of earthly pleasure as it had been seemed a false effort and off the point. Because then also there is no point in explaining something to somebody who may have forgotten that it's wrong in the first place. It's wrong to intervene in somebody's personal life. It's wrong to intervene in someone's professional life. Too dead, factual, its weight oppressed me. How could it be moved? That's a thought that people often think of. You know, when dealing with somebody who's that dead inside. How can this person be moved? But you can't move a person like that. Remember that. Because we all always know exactly what we're doing. And the trouble of cutting it up, the gash in its throat was shocking, but not pathetic. Because then we try to justify things, right? That's how it works in the society. Okay, this may be a bit shocking, but it's not pathetic. No, I'm trying to do this for my business. I'm looking out for this person. My company is the right company. No, I know the right thing. That way. Weighing, oh, this is bad. No, this is worse. In the first place, you're not allowed to intervene in somebody's personal life. Once I ran at a fair in the noise to catch a greased piglet that was further and nimbler than a cat. Its squeal was the rending of metal. Here he's talking about the sounds that people make, of course. You try to obviously dim down these things in the society, these practices in the society. But the noise of such people and the collectiveness, when we talk about radical protection, that's how radical protection works. Pigs must have hot blood. They feel like ovens. Their bite is worse than a horse's. They chop a half moon clean out. They eat cinders, dead cats. So here obviously you then turn around the narrative about people completely in certain ways and then talk about the fact that no, but they're not cold-blooded. Obviously they're humans only that we're talking about. Humans make the society. But yeah, they can be sometimes like that, eating cinders and dead cats in trying to dictate what other people should and should not do, or in trying to forge relationships for their benefits, or curate relationships for their benefits for that matter. Distinctions and admirations such as this one was long finished with. I stared at it a long time. They were going to scald it, and scour it like a doorstep. Because then that's the reality. You just sit and reflect, okay, an event occurred is an event occurred. If someone has done something in their active conscience, they've done it. You can't change that. Time doesn't come back. So if somebody has done something, they've done it. That's about it. There's no going back on it. It's just someone's ability to either inquire about somebody's friendships, relationships, anything like that, destroy something in the moment because it feels right to you, and just move on with that. And there are obviously more meanings to it, but because I had given a task in the last one, that's why I wanted to give my perspective to how it's a commentary on the society too. If you like the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up as well as subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to stay updated for whenever a new video drops in. And don't forget to do the task in the description and also go through the notes once. See you guys soon in another video.